Thread the top of the machine. Since we have white thread in the bobbin, I usually like to test stitch with two contrasting threads. So I put a dark in the top and a light in the bottom. That way when you do your test stitch, you'll know where the problem area is. So we put our thread on the spool pin. We want to come back here, wrap it through this pigtail. We go down on this side of the tension discs with your presser foot up. That will release the tension discs. When you put it down, it tightens them together. So you want it up. I would say adjust the tension to about 5. Between 4 and 5 is pretty average. Then we come over through the little spring. You want it in the loop of the spring. I don't know if you can see that. On the tension, there's a little spring. And if you feed it just right, you can get it through the loop. So you want to pull that up and over this hook, just like that. Pull the thread snug while you're sewing. Get my camera back where it belongs. There we go. Then you want to thread through this eyelet from back to front. This is going to seem really sloppy because the presser foot is up. It'll snug up once we put it down. Then you take your thread like this between your fingers or between your hands. You should be able to snap it through here. There we go. Oops, sorry. There. Now it's through there. Oh, and once you're done winding your bobbin, make sure you tighten your silver dial back up so that your clutch is engaged again. So we have it through here. Now we come down here. You go through this little guide right there. And this machine threads from left to right. A good hint is the way your bobbin goes in. This one goes in from the side. It goes in from the left to the right. So that's the best way to remember how to thread your needle. When you insert your needle into this machine, the flat side goes to the right. And I should have got a needle threader. If you're over 40, there's usually a lot of swearing at this part. And I usually use a little needle threader, but I forgot to grab one before I sat down. Okay, I'm going to grab one. I'll be right back. So just a helpful hint, these little guys save a lot of swearing. They're extremely cheap. They're like 3 for $1. So make sure you buy a lot of them. Put them everywhere that you might use your sewing machine. Sometimes I even leave one over this, in this area, or I tape a little glue magnet to it so that it'll stick to the bed. Okay, so you insert it backwards of the way the thread is supposed to go. So this, I'll insert it from left, or from right to left. Then you have a much bigger opening to put the thread in. Again, if you're over 40, you might need help with that too. Then you just draw that back through. If you wind up spinning it around your needle, it's easy enough to untangle it. I did not do that on purpose for demonstration, but good thing I did. This is about the point where the swearing starts. There we go. So now you want to draw up your bobbin thread. So you'll hold this snug, not real tight. Put your needle down and back up. Tug on it. And there's your bobbin thread. And you are ready to sew.